Good morning, Morning Musings by Melinda. We are back in Phoenix with our regular work week in front of us. So you'll be seeing me at 6:30 every morning talking to you about bullying, because this is a month that we are supposed to be having an awareness of how bullying works and what happens when a kid is bullied. And I wrote a book all done in rap song, and it's called If You Could See Inside of Me. I really feel like this book was inspirational. If you know what inspired writing means, it means that it just kind of comes over you. I would be woken up in the middle of the night at about 2 a.m, and I would have a rap song in my head, and I would get up and start making this rap song. And as I go over these with you, I hope that I can speak them as well as I think I wrote them. Before we get started, though, a couple of posts back, I wrote something about calming one's spirit and had a couple of ladies talk to me about the idea that being a medium and being a Christian are in opposition. And I recognize that probably maybe they haven't watched the entire segment of how I post and what I say on my morning musings. But it was wonderful, wonderful exchange. It allowed me to clear belief systems with them in a way that I don't think I have been clearing it before. And so I promised them both that I would talk about that next week, because I understand that there is a lot of difference between what New Agers supposedly think and what Christians think. And I don't think like either one exactly. I've kind of been able to look at things in a perspective that makes me feel like the words that you see on Facebook are very, if you are a Christian, Jesus-like in its nature, but if you are a Buddhist, very Buddha-like in its nature, etc. So I really would like to talk more about that, since I had two ladies really, talking to me about it in sincerity. They weren't being critical or, challenging. They were just asking legitimate questions that I found to be really thought-provoking for me to answer. And it's too much for me to answer on Facebook that way, so I'll talk about it next week. But this week, it's about bullying. And it's a big problem. And we've got a suicide rate in this country that is astronomical, and drug addiction. And it, is part of the root of some of our problems with mass shootings and so on. I mean, there's a lot of pieces to that pie, so don't think I'm saying that it's only kids that are bullied that, do something like that. But I'm just saying we have to look at all the pieces of the pie. So I thought it would be so interesting if I would read a different rap to you, and then we could address that subject together. I'd really love you to share. I'd really love you to give me some feedback on it. And again, the book is If You Could See Inside of Me. Now, it's all done in skeletons. As you can see, my son McKinnon was the illustrator. It's all done in skeletons, because the truth is when you take away all of our skin and blood and organs and stuff, we're all left looking exactly the same. So let's just think about that. I'd like to start out, since we are also talking about LGBTQ awareness last week, with a rap from a gay child, and see what you think of it. And then let's talk a little bit about that, because there's a lot of controversy about what that means too. I personally do not believe that anyone chooses to be gay. I believe that you're made that way. And since you're made that way, and I mean from birth, since you're made that way, I don't think it's a mistake of any kind, because I don't believe that God makes mistakes on 10% of the population. So here we go on the rap. I like to be with the girls when we're out to play. The other boys pick on me, say, "Dude, you are so gay." I'm not sure what that means, but I guess it's not good. I don't like the things boys do, even though I should. I'd rather play in dress-up clothes, be a princess, not a king. I'd like to gossip with the girls. I'd rather dance and sing. I do not like to push and shove or wrestle when I play. I do not like to be real loud. I like a quieter day. I really do not understand why you hate me and are mean, just because cars and trucks really aren't my scene. Sometimes you push me really hard, spitting in my eye. Sometimes you are all taunting me and really make me cry. Mommy says it'll be all right, ignore them, run away. She tells me I'm a special kid no matter what you say. But you make me not like myself, and inside I hurt so bad. Sometimes I feel like I can't breathe. It makes me feel so sad. Why can't it be okay with you that this is how I'm made? Why can't you just accept me and stop being so afraid? My mom says there's no answer for people and their fears. I just want you now to stop so I can dry my tears. And that's a wrap from a gay kid that is bullied. So I'd like your opinion about bullying. If you've ever been bullied, I'd like you to tell me that story. I used to be bullied when I was a child for some things. I think that bullying needs to be taught in the classroom to stop. I think that when you're a kid, if you see another kid bullying somebody, you need to step in and say that's not right. I think we need to teach our kids that. A lot of times bullying kids come from bullying parents. Anyway, we'll address that other stuff next week, and tomorrow we'll talk about another form of bullying, maybe from the bully's point of view. Have a great day.